This is how to make bacon, part 1, 2, and 3. I took the slabs of bacon out of their container, their packaging. These are 12 ounce. I put two 12 ounce in a huge griddle. Well, I'm going to leave them. And I just dumped them in there like two big slabs if they were in there. And that's it. I got this electric oven set at 5.5. So to make bacon, you don't leave it like that. It ain't gonna cook right. Trust me, it won't. It'll turn into shit. You'll have freaking, the bacon will just burn, and it won't. Half of it'll be good, and half of it won't be. And it just, you take a fork and you pull it apart just like that. You can still be on top of each other and everything, but you gotta pull it apart. I don't care what anyone else tells you. Trust me. You want good bacon, you're going to pull it apart. I pull it all apart, and it's not sticking to each other anymore. I don't want it to cook too fast, so if it looks like it's too hot, I'll just turn it down even another, well, on this one I'd probably turn it down to there. I think it's a good temperature that I got it at, so. You say, well, I know how to make bacon. I learned that 25 years ago. Well, that's nice, but I've encountered more and more people that don't know how to cook at all, and probably are regretting it at this point. You're in your 20s or 30s or whatever. You never learned how to cook, even though your mama was cooking for you all the time. You could have learned. And now, you don't know nothing. So you're going out there to them fast food restaurants every day, eating at Jack in the Box and McDonald's and shit, filling your body up with all that garbage. And bacon ain't the best food for you on earth, but it's a hell of a lot better than the junk. What I'm doing here is the preface to make club sandwiches. And of course you can't have a club sandwich without bacon. I don't like really crisp bacon, and not too many people around here do either. So I just kind of make sure it's spread out real good, and I leave it. No, I don't leave it. I'll come back every once in a while, and I'll make sure that this one, for some reason, don't want to come apart. It's a slow cook thing. Have a little patience when you're cooking. You know, you can't cook bacon in 10 seconds. It isn't a microwave. Cooking is not about microwaves. Microwave is not cooking. You want to heat up a TV dinner, great. I got some of those in my freezer too when I don't feel like cooking, but that's the odd, not the norm. If I've had a particularly long day at work out in the 114 degree heat, then yeah, I'll go ahead and sometimes anyway, and stick in a Hungry Man dinner, which at Fry's are on sale for $1.88 right now for those big ones, so that's a pretty good deal. And what you're trying to do is not overcook any of it. You want it to cook evenly. So it's too early right now, but I'll take some of this on the edge here, and I'll move it here, and then I'll move this here to the edge, and I'll kind of move it around just to make sure it's on a big thing there. Just to make sure that it's going to cook evenly. And I don't think this stuff will cook in the time it's going to. This is too low. I'm putting it back up to 6.5. It's not, I can tell by the sound. This is normally, on my stove, it's 6.5. I can tell by the sound. You know, you don't want to cook it too fast, but you need a good heat. It's just the way bacon cooks. It's different cooking meat than other meats. But I like mine a little soft, semi-crunchy, done of course, but still. I like to move it around and keep it apart. That's all you do really. The problem with cooking for a lot of you younger folks is that you haven't got no patience at all. So you turn this thing up on high, you put it up there, and you think that you're going to get some good quality deal going, and it's just going to burn, it's going to get all crisp, it's going to be nasty, you're just wasting your money and your time. I think the biggest thing about cooking is patience. You got to have some patience. You got to be able to wait it out. I mean, this is going to take 20 or 30 minutes right here, and then I'm going to go on to the other phases of cooking my dinner, which is going to include cutting tomatoes and toasting all the bread and everything else. So basically, this is the longest portion of it. The second longest portion will be toasting all that bread. So I'll probably go ahead and do a little thing on how to make club sandwiches too, because they're really tasty and it really isn't that hard to make. I mean, this is the hardest part, if you want to call this hard. Anyone that's cooked for 30 years or whatever, I'm not talking about chefs, I'm just talking about your average home cook like me, would look at cooking bacon as a very simple task. And really what the problem I've seen is that the people that they don't either want to turn it on high or they want to leave this like this. And you might want to put it on this setting I have here, like I've got here, and then just leave it and forget about it. And you just can't do that. You can take off with bacon for a while, but you can't just walk off on it and leave it like that. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.